StudioWBuzz.com, your 24/7 source for fresh music, hot talk, and everything buzzing. Catch the buzz.com. You're locked in to StudioWBuzz.com. Catch the buzz anywhere you stream. StudioWBuzz.com. Catch the buzz.
That's right. Keep it locked right here on Studio W, your global radio network. Check it out, StudioW.Buzz, StudioW.Buzz, StudioWBuzz.com. And
That's
now
right.
it's time for Soul to Soul. Sit down with the lady Songbird, Jinda Harris. Good afternoon, Jinda.
Hey, William, how you doing? How you
Doing great. Doing great. Doing great.
Look,
And
Lester ready. He is ready. This interview has been long overdue. William, you received some of Lester Baker's music today, and any jamming. I just got to say he's jamming. You know.
absolutely.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to play the other two at the end of your
Look,
show.
look, I just sent one. I just sent another one. The one that Slade produced for me. The me and
Okay,
Slade
I'll
guy.
download that.
My bad.
I'll download that. No problem at all. No problem at all. I'm excited about this. Like the music. And Jinda, I have a question for you.
Yes.
How do you like those two commercial drops I did?
I love them. I love them.
Yes. And maybe you want to talk about that a little bit too, because you have a new venture, Mo
Yes.
Music,
Yes.
and the videos and things like that. I want to personally thank you for that. I've been playing them since you sent those to me.
Oh, my pleasure. And yes, absolutely. But
So
you
I'm
know
going to
what?
step aside. I'm going to
Okay.
step aside and enjoy the conversation.
All right. Well, I want to do this the right way, because everybody knows who he is. But just for the people in the back that don't know who this brother is, let me go and read a little bio on this brother, okay? Because it wasn't hard to find about him. Shout out to everybody that's chiming in. If you want to ask questions, go ahead and do so. But let me kick it off by saying this. Lester Baker is a Louisiana-based Southern soul singer, songwriter, and producer. Known for his hits like That's My Boo, Main Thing, and Dump Truck. Often working with TK Soul, he has established a reputation in the blues soul scene with albums such as They Call Me Mr. Juicy. Highlights his career, he has so many establishments that he has done with all these different artists. He has done so many great music. He has written for so many people like LJ Eccles, TK Soul. He has collaborations with so many different people. He is an amazing all-round triple threat artist. So, for the people in the back, can you please introduce yourself? Since I said my little spiel on you, elaborate on what I said, Mr. Lester Baker.
First of all, I want to say thank y'all for having me. Thank you for having me. First of all, thank God for giving us this beautiful air to breathe. But I mean, I've been doing it a long time. I started off a keyboard player. Playing for my sister, Miss Vicky Baker. I started out playing for her.
Shout out to Vicky Baker.
Yeah, and I actually started in gospel though. I started in gospel. I started when I was growing up in high school. We had a teenage gospel group called the Nation Brothers, and we used to travel with like the Winans, James Cleveland, Andre Crouch, Can Spiritual, who else? The Violinaires, groups like that.
Wow.
So and then even then we was doing all original music, all original songs.
Wow.
And then in high school, so I've been on that journey a long time. Like that's right. Period.
Would you say back then you already knew your calling was to be an artist?
Well, yeah, I wouldn't say an artist. I started out playing drums in high school, so I mean in school, so I was a drummer, and I literally always wanted to be just a professional keyboard player. I didn't I I didn't really start singing really until my sister. My sister got her record deal, and then I ended up going on the road with her, being her MD. So she told me, "Well, Luster, sing something before I come on stage." So that's what really started me with the singing part of it. But first, it was just playing keys.
So when you first created your, like when you, like your mom, like when your sister had you come on to open up for her on stage, did that feeling just come over you, say, "Hey, I think I want to do this," or did your sister push you and say, "Hey, you
No,
need to
no.
get out there"?
See, I was my sister music the director. I was my
Uh-huh.
sister MD.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't like she was telling me to open up for her. She wanted me to introduce her. So instead of me just normally introducing, I would just start singing. And
Oh,
everybody was like, "No, Luster, you can sing." And then this one particular night, I did a show. We did a show somewhere, and this old lady, I don't remember the lady's name.
uh-huh.
She put me. She says, "Sir, two questions. Do you do doing this? Have you ever seen yourself like doing music yourself?" I was like, "No, I was always taught to just be. I was just supporting my sister. Like I wasn't thinking about, you know, doing no solo thing or none of it." So time passed, and my homeboy Johnny. I don't know if you know Johnny from Shreveport. You know Johnny. You know Johnny Antoine.
Mm-mm.
He owned a studio in Shreveport called Nightwing. I don't know what it's called. It's called a Moore Studio. A Moore Studio. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, Johnny, he pulled me to the side. Johnny said, "Look, man, you need to be doing your own music, man. Man, you can play the piano, you can sing, you can write. Man, you need to be doing your own music." So that was confirmation from what the woman said.
Mm-hmm.
So when Johnny said it, Johnny said, "Well, just come to my studio," because at this time I didn't have my own recording studio. Johnny told me, "Come to my studio and let's record your first record." And my record was called Juicy. That's how I got the name Mr. Juicy. Because I had a song called Juicy. She bad to the bone, got it going on, she juicy. I had that. So women started calling me Mr. Juicy. So that's how I met TK. That's how the TK thing, that's how the TK thing started, through that
Now,
record.
now, would you say, okay, so when you met TK, did you start immediately collaborating with him or writing with him, or did you find a love for writing?
Man, no, when I started writing for my sister. I write for my sister.
Mm-hmm.
I always
Wow.
have been a writer. I always have been a writer. I always have to write music. That's something that because through all of this, I was writing for Devin the Dude in Houston. Now I was writing for
Yeah.
the rap
Oh,
the Dude.
uh-huh.
Through all of the through all of the through all of the going on the road like with my sister, I'm still writing music for Devin the Dude. So I always have been a writer. So but that the writing part for me with with TK, he came to my studio. No, no, let me back up. Let me back up. TK was TK right to this day. TK is my favorite
Mm-hmm.
for as my generation for a male singer. I think TK is literally that bar, like for male, like because he got literally I want to say the 98% of his music is hit. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So you know what I'm saying? So to me, when I met him, I always wanted to do a show
Mm-hmm.
with him. I always wanted to do a show with him. So so I end up
Yes.
paying him to come do a concert with me. I end up paying him to come do a concert with me. I had a band and everything. I had a band. I didn't have a hit record. I had She Bad to the Bone, got it going on. She Juicy. That's the record I had. But I
Uh-huh.
had a following in Shreveport. But I had a following in Shreveport.
Right.
I had a good following in Shreveport.
Mm-hmm.
So I paid him to come to my show. But I didn't tell him that it was me paying him until the night of the show. When I got ready to pay him. I took him his money and I paid him, and he told me, "Yeah, man, I like your style, man. You got a good style." I was like, dude, I'm a big fan of you, and boy, I like you, boom, 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 boom. So, long story short, he called me. He was doing the thing where he go around and talk to different artists. He goes, and so he came up. He wanted to come talk to me about upcoming artists coming up in the game. So he came to my studio. He came to my studio. He didn't know that I write my own music. He didn't know none of this.
Oh man.
When he came to my studio, I played my main thing for him. The song you said, my main thing.
Mm-hmm.
I played that for him. And he said, who wrote that? I said, I wrote that. And he said, you wrote the music too? I said, yeah, I wrote the music too. And he said he want to get on it. He literally said, well, and no, I actually said, wait, man, you ought to do a record with me. You ought to do a record with me. And he said, I get on that. He said, I get on that. And he actually went back and played a horn part on the song. On the keys, because he play keys too. He write all his music too, pretty much. So then he ended up singing one of my verses. I had a verse. He just tweaked one of my verses a little bit, and he ended up singing my verse. And that's how the relationship started, man. That's how the relationship started. Like I'm gonna say this, even when he brought me That's My Boo, he told me, he said this gonna be a great record for you. I really didn't like the record. I was like, oh man,
like that. When somebody brings you a record and tell you that it's a good record, in your mind you like, you don't like that song, man, but that is the one.
That's the one. I listen to Jinda. I don't care where I go. I don't care if I go and sing up on the rock. They know that record. They know that record quicker than they know me. Like they know that record quicker than they know me. Like people will play my record and be sitting right beside me and won't even know it's me. And I'll be like, I'm Lester Baker. They'd be like, you Lester Baker? And then I have to go up and say, Lester Baker. But the record, man, that record been a blessing to me. You know what I'm
saying? So when you hear that song, when you put that song out, That's My Boo.
When TK put it out.
When that song hit, what was the feeling that came over you?
Oh man, come on, man. Oh my God. I remember I was doing.
Did it say 900? It's up there. It's in the
million. Man, it's past a million. It's a million
streams. Did I see that? Like that?
And then listen, I've never did a video to it. Never did a video to it. Imagine if I do a video to it.
Oh, that you need to definitely get the more music video to it. That will make it happen. But definitely, that song right there.
That record still goes. That record still goes, man. Like that record still like my kids call me from restaurants, Daddy. They playing your record over the speaker in the restaurant. I was walking in Walmart. They playing That's My Boo in Walmart. I'm like, man, for real? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a good man. That record is something else. That record is something else, man. Thanks to TK, man.
Now, when you get into the studio, you get into the writing mode, right? What helps you? Are you the type of person that needs just a clean sheet of paper and just start writing down? Or are you the type of person that needs a melody? What's your preparation for that?
Well, first of all, before I write a song, I always say me a good prayer to make sure I stay, because I'm very conscious about what I write and what I sing about, because I don't want to sing nothing that I don't believe in, and I don't want to project nothing that's gonna, steer people the wrong way. So I always try to tell God to send me something that I can play for everybody.
Right.
Something that I can play for everybody. So, but my process, man, I just really. Sometimes I come here and just freestyle on the piano. I just sit down and start playing on the piano, or sometimes I have an idea of something, or I probably heard something at a football game, or at a restaurant, or I hear a little line or something, and I lock it in my brain, and I come back and play it on the piano, or I play it on the or or, or either on the acoustic guitar, uh, and pretty much just freestyle. Like uh, unless I'm writing for somebody and somebody tell me, well, look at this the topic, and I want it to be uh slow tempo, mid tempo, and the topic is blah blah blah. Then I have to go and then I have to. You got to have imagination when you.
So when you create a song, are you specifically stuck to one genre? Or are you pretty much open to plenty different genres? You just be open.
Yeah, because if I study, I mean, music to me, music is. I mean, you might have different chords or structure wise, but you can think everything comes from blues, man.
Right.
Everything comes from blues. So anything else, you just really learning a drum style, or either some music is not as busy as others. Some music, the drums are more dominant. Some music, the piano is more dominant. If like in country, if you write in country, you know you're gonna be guitar dominant. You're gonna have guitars. You're not gonna have no heavy bass. You gonna have a lot of simplicity stuff dealing with country. You know what I'm saying? If you're dealing with gospel, you're gonna have a lot of syncopated notes, a lot of with that choir style of today. So it's all just learning different styles, man. Once you play,
you have to be a good storyteller when it comes to making a good. You have to be able. People have to be able to relate to what you're
right.
what you're saying.
Right.
I had a question for you. Somebody had a question. I think it was WB that had a question. He says, "Is this the same Vicky Baker that did talk in your sleep?"
Yeah.
Did you write talk in your sleep for your sister?
No, that's Funk Dog.
Funk Dog. Shout out to Funk Dog.
My boy Funk Dog. That's my boy though. That's family. Yeah, that's family. That's family.
We're gonna have to have Funk Dog and Vicky Baker on my show. Yes, we're gonna definitely
Funk Dog actually wrote my song. What's the song I got? Week. I got a song called Week. You gotta pull it up on YouTube. Funk Dog, he wrote that too. Yeah.
Okay, I have a question for you. What life experience? Okay, what life experience shaped your career, your music career?
For as
it could be a song. Was it a specific life experience that helped you write a song in particular, or just something in your life that you?
I write about relationships. I write about relationships. Most of the stuff I write about, either I went through it or I know somebody went through it and they were talking to me about it, and I'll get a storyline out of it. But most of the stuff I write is nothing I write is fairy tale. Nothing I write is fairy tale.
What would you say the biggest challenge in your music journey? What's the biggest challenge?
I've been independent a long time. You understand? I've been independent. It's not easy being independent, but it's worth it at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I really don't have no time because I done did a lot of. I mean,
you graced the stage for a lot. I mean, the Blues All Right.
Right. I done played the Blues All Right tour. I done played in major cities. I done played on the biggest stage to the smallest stage. Mm-hmm. So God really like God gave me a hit record, and I summoned it. I blossomed. I really manifested that record. Mm-hmm. I manifested the record because I remember me and TK was at the Blues All Right festival. I was with him. I didn't have a hit record. Me and him was talking at the front stage, and I told T, I said, T, next year I'm gonna be doing the Blues All Right tour with you at the Century in Shreveport. And he said, man, you don't even have a hit record yet. And I said, T, I'm gonna have a hit record and I will be doing the Blues Is All Right tour. And God showed it to me. God showed me everything from when I got to the building.
Mm-hmm.
Like the very next year, I ended up getting the Blues Is All Right tour. That's when I had That's My Boo, and it was flaming hot. That's when it just came out.
Mm-hmm.
It was flaming hot.
The thing about it is, you're the proof is in the pudding, because great music like the hit that you have, it will never expire because it's great music. It will last. It will withstand
Look
this
at
test of
you.
time.
Look at
And
you.
when I tell you, I'm in search for my hit. I haven't got my hit yet. When I want my hit, but you never know where that hit is. I have a lot of music out there.
That's why I say, listen. This is what I believe in. This is what I believe in. I feel like any record a person write is a hit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you got the right engine behind it, it's all about having the right marketing scheme. But to me, somebody can't tell you that your music don't sound good. It's yours. Mm-hmm. You created that. How can somebody tell you something that you created? No, I created this. This came from me.
That's right.
Somebody gonna love it. I don't care if somebody gonna love it. What is it? Another man's trash is a word? What's this line? Mm-hmm. Thank you. The same thing. So if this person don't like it, this person gonna like it. And then my thing, this is what I miss, John. I'm sorry. I miss love songs. I miss couples dancing.
You sound like me, my husband. We bring this up all the time.
I don't want nobody to think I'm talking against line dance. I'm not against line dance. But I just miss I miss going and have a mixture of a vibe in the club, because music is supposed to do that, man. Like you shouldn't be doing the same move on every song, because music is meant for you to be doing, the right song can put you in another frame of mind or the wrong frame of mind. So but
I'll feel you with that. I mean, I have nothing against line dancers. I have a lot of songs with line dancers. I have nothing against that. But I am old school at heart, and me and my husband just get to where the men ask the women, "Can I have this dance?" Couples on the dance floor dancing. My husband just brought up. He said, Lester, I have a song I think you and Jinda could pull off. And
hey, tell your husband I say what's up too. Let's do it. I'm ready.
Yeah. You know he can reach out to me already. I made a post the other day that I have a duet that I want to do. And your sister reached out to me. So shout out to Vicky. She did.
And you gotta get Vicky on here too. You gotta get Vicky.
Oh yes. Definitely. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. So who is your favorite old school artist?
Teddy Craig, Marvin Gaye, Gerald Levert. What else? What else is it? What? Now you talking about musician. Now you say all around musician, musician is Prince. Hands down.
Oh yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah.
All around musician. That is him and Teddy Riley. I'm a Teddy Riley fan too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Teddy Riley definitely doesn't get the flowers that he deserves. I feel like Teddy Riley deserves the flowers. Now, favorite new school artist?
Male or female? You talking about R&B or blues?
It don't matter. Don't matter what genre. You could give me one blues and one R&B.
R&B, I'm about to go with Chris Brown.
Chris Brown? Okay.
No, I'm going to go with Chris Brown for diverse music. Nice pipes.
Mm-hmm.
Can sing.
Can dance. He's
can dance.
Yep.
Can dance.
Now blues.
Yeah. Blues. See, with blues, I'm still a TK Soul fan. I like a lot of young. I like the King Georges and what's the other guy name?
There's some hot new artists out, like male vocals
Yeah,
wise.
there's some hot stuff, but I'm weird because I listen to Southern Soul, but I try not to just home in on it because I write. So I be trying to stay out of people's way. I don't like jumping on somebody's style because they doing it. So I try not to focus in on other people's music a lot. You know what I'm saying? I try to stay around, stuff I'm writing and stuff I'm working on. Because me and Slack do a lot of work together.
How do you stay authentic in a competitive industry?
Oh, because it's not but one of me. God made me.
That's right.
It ain't
And you
one
don't
of
have
me.
to compete with nobody else.
Compete with myself.
That's right.
I compete with
you
me.
and you.
Yeah, I compete. Yeah.
What do you think some people out there, we have fans out there, what do you think that they mainly don't understand when it comes to us being artists? Is this something that you want to, them to understand? Because they think we just roll up out the bed, put our clothes on, get all glammed up, and then get on the stage. But we prepare for that. Can you explain that?
I'm gonna say it just like this. Just imagine what it takes just for a person just to get up to go to a regular 9 to 5. So that they have to just really, look, he see around that top. I forgot what I said.
So, as you know, backtrack to the question. Our fans think that we just get up and roll out the bed. We don't prepare to perform. Let them know. It's more to that.
Put it like this. And not just that. We have to be ready. Then we have to get our crew ready. We got to make sure everything is in order. See, with the singers, if one little thing is off before they get on stage, it throws. So everything. I know with me, everything got to be.
Yeah.
Everything got to be decent and in order.
I have to block out all negativity. I can't have no negativity. I can't hear nothing, to my man. That sound horrible, man.
Right.
Man, they messed up on my tracks, man. I don't need to hear nothing like that because my mind is positivity.
Right.
And then out there, man, ain't got that many people. I don't care about that. I don't
care about that. I don't care about that. Man, I'm gonna say I don't care if it's one, if it's two right there. 15. I don't even care about that. I care about my presentation. Like a sound man can destroy your show. A sound man can destroy your show.
Absolutely.
That's why you literally, and then especially for a female, for a female, you got to have somebody to be on top of that for you.
You got to.
You got to.
I don't understand how some of these females don't. I mean, I pray for them because
you
gotta have somebody because I've been to shows. Sound check was on point. Everything. My husband, we have our own equipment, so he knows how to operate the equipment. But he don't ever step on nobody. The sound man that's hired or anything. But he gonna tell them that dinner needs to be at this level. This is he gonna let them know. I don't have to do that. He just wants me to come and just perform and not worry about nothing else. So when I do my sound check, I do my sound check, and my husband's right there. But I've been to a show where the sound check, everything on point. We get to the actual show. The DJ was drunk. He drunk. He done messed up the show.
Nah, he ain't drunk. No. Listen, I was always told alcohol make a drunk man tell the truth. Listen to me. A drunk man tell the truth. That's what I was always taught. You want drunk? Listen to me. Them sound men, if they know you got pipes, they'll miss it though. That's why I bring my own. I don't have to touch your mixer. I don't have to. You don't have to play my music for me. I got
Mhm.
my own device that I play my music and I can walk around with in my hand.
Mhm.
If when I'm doing my track show,
Mhm.
I don't have to worry about you say you hit the wrong button. None of this because I ain't know. And then me, then I don't tell people that I do sound. I let them think what they think, and I let them think they can tell me anything. Then I tell them, no, you can't use it. Take that wire, put that wire right over there. Come on, man. Oh yeah, you. Oh,
Yeah.
then no. Oh yeah, bro, I can do sound too.
Mhm.
Yeah, I do sound too. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's best not to expose your hands. Sometimes that's why you really gotta try to be nice to the sound man. Cause some of these sound man, boy,
Oh,
and then somebody paid it. They'll pay the sound man to miss your show.
yeah. I believe that too, and that's very
I'm
sad. It is so sad, and it don't matter
it is
what genre of music you sing and where you at. I mean, I'm pretty sure that goes on with even the Grammys or the Oscars or any of that stuff like that. You just never know,
it
you
goes
know.
on in gospel. It goes on in gospel. It goes on in every gospel. Gospel is competitive, just like R&B, just like all of it.
Mm.
Groups literally want to outshine the other groups. And it's just in man's nature to be like that. But for me, I'm like, if I want everybody to have a good show. And to me, that's
That's
make
how
a
I
good
am.
show.
That's how
Everybody
I
killing. Let everybody
am.
kill.
Yep. I
Let
know what I'm
everybody
able.
kill.
I know what my capabilities are. I know what I'm able to do, and I stay in my lane on what it
Hey,
is. You know.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you like my daddy used to say. Sometimes you got to be able to stand flat footed. Same. Sometimes
So
you got to
do
be
you
stand
have?
flat footed.
Do you
Okay,
have?
if you mess my music, look, if you mess my music, don't worry about it. Turn it off. Don't worry about it. I go acapella. I go acapella. We good. Don't even worry about it. So that's how you do that. Don't let them see you. You don't never, even though it happens, because I done went off in the middle of my show on the sound man, but you try not to let them see you do. Like
You
you
know,
try
people
not to.
like Kiki Wyatt. Now, she her sound messed up. She gonna walk off the stage. She ain't singing, and I've
I'm gonna
seen
tell
me
you
and
who else
Ted
like
do
that.
that too. She gonna get
Have you
up
ever
and she
did?
say, "Y'all gonna get the sound right." I'm not singing another note.
Have you ever did a show with who say woman to woman, woman to
Uh,
woman?
Shirley Brown.
You ever did a show with Shirley Brown?
Mm-mm.
Oh my! Hey, she don't play.
Oh
She
Lord.
don't play. I saw her cuss told the sound man he need to put his sound between some bread and eat it like a show.
Oh my. So when it comes to these new artists that's out here, what lasting words of encouragement would you like to give them? If they just not breaking into the scene, what would you like to give them in closing?
Man, just stay true to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Stay true to yourself. Don't compromise yourself to do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta you trying to live to be old.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You trying to live to be older. You're not trying to live to be if you're 20 just to be 21. You trying to
Mm-hmm.
live to be if you're 20, you trying to at least get to 100 plus. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm trying to get all mine. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
you treat people how you want to be treated, man. Because
That's right.
you stay rooted. You don't necessarily have to stay humble. Humble is a word that I. Sometimes you have to walk. You gotta walk with your head up, but not be cocky, but walk in certainty. Walk with the light. Like sometimes you gotta know it's yours before it's yours. You gotta know it's yours.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying? So yeah, so you just yeah, so you just really gotta just take it a day at a time, man. But it's not easy being in this music.
It's
It's not
not. You
easy.
got you gotta be tough. You definitely gotta be tough. So
You gotta have.
if somebody wants to book you, how can they book you?
Okay, we got a couple of ways. We got a couple of ways. Let me get my. You can call my manager's number. You want me to give you his number?
Yeah, you can put it on here. The people, we stay on. We play it back to back. It's going to be available if people do miss out. Of course, this interview is available 24/7, 7 days a week on Studio W Buzz. I will have it up on my Facebook page as well as different groups and also the Studio Buzz page. It will be on there. So if you do want to get in touch with Lester Baker and you need him for an engagement or show, you can reach out to him, or you can reach out to Studio W Buzz, or you can reach out to me, and I will send him your information over to Mr. Baker. Or you can call what number?
Or call 903-306-797. And my manager's name is Russell.
Y'all heard it. So
that's one of my managers. I got a couple of them. That's one of them. Or either call Jinda. Huh?
Oh no, I just want to tell you, thank you so much. This time flew by.
Thank you. So yeah, you can run our mouth. Don't send me that record.
Yep, it done flew by, and we still gotta play your music. So it done flew by. And I want to tell you,
okay,
all the listeners that's out there, all the people that are listening to Soul to Soul Sit Down, thank you so much for always being a continued support for my first year being on Soul to Soul Sit Down. And I thank y'all so much. It's growing and growing and growing. For all the artists that have been on my Soul to Soul Sit Down platform, I want to thank William, the CEO of Studio W Buzz, for giving me this platform to do what I love to do in ways of giving back to us upcoming artists and established artists, and also legends such as Lester Baker. My husband said, Lester, give him your email address.
Okay, you got it.
I got it, baby. I got it. Because I had to give him the Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I want to say in closing, it is always good to support another fellow artist. I promise it will never dim or dull your shine. Until next Thursday, WB, let's kick off some Lester Baker.
All right, let's do this. I'm going to play a few bars of this first, because a few bars of this, because your sister Vicky Baker, I've interviewed her before. Amazing talent. Mm-hmm. And this is one of my favorite songs off of one of her albums. And I tell my male audience, look, guys, you don't want to do this. And if you're prone to talking in your sleep, you need to get some duct tape.
Come on.
Hey, baby, how you doing? Come on in. Sit down. Let's talk for a minute.
Right after this, ladies and gentlemen, more Lester Baker, and Lester Baker will be featured on the show tonight on Coast to Coast with Mad Mike and Wild Will. Tune in, Lester. All right. You can go to Studio W The Buzz. That's on Facebook. Studio W The Buzz on Facebook, or you can download that app, Studio W, or that website, StudioW.Buzz.
I'll see y'all.
All right, Studio W. That's the app, StudioW.Buzz, the website, or
okay, so that's where I go to keep watching.
Let's see. Let's stop this for a second. Okay, on the app, that's Studio W, just Studio W, Apple or Android. Okay. The website is StudioW.Buzz, and Facebook is Studio W The Buzz. Okay, I tell you what, I have your email address. I'm going to send you the links, and I'll make it a lot easier for you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
And tell Vicky I say hello. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
And Jinda, safe travels, Jinda.
All right, y'all. Much love, y'all.
All right, now.
You told it all on yourself that I should have known.